Hello students, today we will learn the topic pulmonary systemic circulation. Now this is also called as a double circulation. Now first we shall see the definition of circulation, double circulation. Starting from the body and before reaching it again, blood passes twice through the heart is called as a double circulation. Now here you can see pulmonary circuit. Okay, starting from the body and before reaching it again, blood passes twice the heart. Now this is the heart, the blood passes twice. It is called as a double circulation. The human heart is four-chambered. It shows a double circulation as blood passes twice through the heart. The blood flows into two routes. First one is the pulmonary and systemic. It is called as a pulmonary circulation. The circulation between heart and lungs is called as a pulmonary circulation. First one, pulmonary circulation. The circulation between heart and lungs is called as a pulmonary circulation. Second one is systemic circulation. While between heart and body organs except lungs, it is called as a systemic circulation. Between heart and body. Okay. Between heart and lungs is pulmonary circulation. Between heart and body is systemic circulation. We shall see the first one, pulmonary circulation. Okay. The course of blood from the right ventricle to the left atrium of heart through lungs is called as a pulmonary circulation. The blood flows from the right ventricle to the left atrium of heart through lungs is called as a pulmonary circulation. The right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood into the pulmonary trunk, which carries it to the lungs for oxygenation. The oxygenated blood from the lungs is brought to the left atrium by the two pairs of pulmonary veins. Now here systemic circulation. Now see this, heart, head and upper extremities. This is aorta. Now we shall see here the point. The course of blood from the left ventricle to the right atrium of heart through the body organs is called as a systemic circulation. The blood flows from left ventricle to the right atrium through the body organs is called as a systemic circulation. The left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood into the systemic aorta, which carries it to the body organs except lungs. The deoxygenated blood from the body organs is brought to the right atrium by superior and inferior vena cava. Now this is coronary circulation. The cardiac muscle of the heart receives oxygenated blood through the coronary arteries. Okay. The deoxygenated blood, it is collected by coronary veins and it joins the coronary sinus. Okay. Now this middle part where this heart comes, see this, can you see here? This is coronary sinus. Okay. And here it is called as a left coronary artery. This is a right coronary artery. Okay. This is right coronary artery, left coronary artery here. The deoxygenated blood is collected by the coronary veins and joined to the coronary sinus. Here it is coronary sinus, which opens into the right atrium. double circulation. Can you see here? Pulmonary capillaries, pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation. Okay, left ventricle, aorta, and systemic capillaries. Now here you can see everything, where how the blood flows twice. Okay, therefore it is called as a double circulation. Now what is the difference between the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation? Pulmonary circulation carries blood between the heart and the lungs. It begins on the right ventricle and ends on the left atrium. Deoxygenated blood leaves the right ventricle by the pulmonary artery and is carried to the alveolar capillaries of the lungs. Now this is systemic circulation. Starts at the left ventricle and ends at the right atrium. Carries oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Now heartbeat and pulse. What is heartbeat and pulse? Heartbeat definition: the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart is called heartbeat. Rhythmic means it is contraction is followed by relaxation, therefore it is called as a rhythmic. Then each heartbeat includes one systole, that is contraction, and one diastole, that is relaxation. Each heartbeat includes one systole, contraction, and one diastole, relaxation. The heart of healthy person, it beats 72 times per minute. It is called as a heart rate. During each heartbeat, ventricle pumps about 70 ml of blood. This is called as a stroke volume. It means heart pumps about 72 times into 70 ml, that is 5040 or 5 liters of blood per minute. This is called cardiac output. Tachycardia means fast heart rate, usually over 100 heartbeats per minute. It is called as a tachycardia. Bradycardia means causes symptoms of fatigue, lethargy or dizziness. Means slow heart rate, usually below 60 beats per minute. It is called as a bradycardia. Then heartbeat, it is of two types: neurogenic and myogenic. Now what is neurogenic heartbeat? It is initiated by nerve impulse originating from a nerve ganglia situated near the heart. It is shown by the heart of some annelids and some arthropods. Annelids means earthworm, okay, leech, like that, and arthropods means crab, prawn, like that, animals. Now myogenic heartbeat, it is initiated by a patch of modified heart muscles itself. It is shown by the heart of mollusk and vertebrates. Mollusk means what? Which animal? You can say bivalve, okay. Then you can see pila, these are the mollusks, starfish, and vertebrates means they show presence of vertebral column. Now what is a pulse? Pulse is a pressure wave that travels through the arteries after each ventricular systole. Now when you go to the doctor first checks the pulse, okay. This is, so pulse is a pressure wave that travels through the arteries after each ventricular systole. The pulse may be felt in any artery that lies near the surface of the body. The radial artery at the wrist, now this is the wrist, is most commonly used to feel the pulse. Since each heartbeat generates one pulse in the arteries, the pulse rate per minute indicates the heartbeat. the pulse rate is same as that of the heart rate, that is 72 per minute. Pulse rate is higher in children, females and standing position. It is lower in adults, males and lying position. It increases in emotional state, anger, fear, excitement and during exercise. Now this is rhythmicity of heartbeat. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart is called heartbeat. Heartbeat shows auto-rhythmicity because the impulse of its rhythmic movement develops inside the heart. Now during embryonic development, some of the cardiac muscle fibers become autorhythmic, means self-excitable and generates impulse. The autorhythmic fibers perform two important functions. They may act as a pacemaker, setting the rhythm of heart, and also form conducting system for conducting impulses throughout the heart muscles. The component of conducting system as sinoatrial node, that is the SA node, atrioventricular node, AV node, bundle of His, right and left bundle branches and Purkinje fibers. Now these all parts we have studied in the working system of the heart, or the conducting system of heart, how the heart works. That is, we have studied SA node, AV node, bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. Then you have the cardiac excitation begins at the SA node, hence it is called as a pacemaker. You can see here in the figure SA node. Okay, so the cardiac excitation begins in the SA node here, this SA node. Therefore this is called as a pacemaker. The cardiac impulse spread from the SA node throughout the atria causes their contraction. So this area it causes contraction. It stimulates the AV node here. It stimulates the AV node through the internodal pathways. The impulse travels from the AV node, bundle of His, right and left bundle branches, and ultimately Purkinje fibers. Now can you see here bundle of His? This is the bundle of His and these are the Purkinje fibers. Okay, like this, located in the walls of the ventricles, causing their contraction. Now blood pressure. What is blood pressure? Now when you go to doctor, the doctor first takes the blood pressure. So this is the machine. Okay, you must have seen this. Now what is blood pressure? The lateral pressure or force exerted by the blood on the wall of the arteries is called arterial blood pressure. Blood pressure is measured by an instrument called as sphygmomanometer, pulse manometer, that is device to measure pressure, blood pressure. Now this machine is called as a sphygmomanometer. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury. Blood pressure it is of two types: systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. Now what is systolic blood pressure? It is the pressure of blood during ventricular systole. It is maximum and responsible for flow of blood in the arteries. Normal systolic pressure is 120 mmHg. Diastolic pressure. It is the pressure of blood during ventricular diastole, it is minimum. Normal diastolic pressure is 80 mmHg. Thus the normal blood pressure is 120 upon 80 mmHg. Okay, so the normal blood pressure is 120 upon 80 mmHg. So below, in this range only, it should be the normal blood pressure. It should be below 120 and it should be below, it should not exceed above the 80. Okay, so 120 by 80. Thank you.